right, we are back. Episode 146, Yinzertainment podcast. We've got a special guest here, as you can see. I'm going to butcher the last name, so just correct me when I do.
I'm looking forward to how you pronounce it. Go ahead.
Jordan Defigio.
So close. It's soft G, Defigio.
Defigio. Italian?
Yes.
Yes.
There is,
all right.
Yep.
A fellow Italian here. You got your chili pepper on your neck there, Michael?
The Italian horn.
Oh, yes.
Some people confuse that it's a chili pepper, but nope, it's an Italian horn.
The Maloic, I can't remember.
Yeah.
Whatever it's called. Yeah, I used to have one and I wore it all the time.
Yep, sits at home in my my nightstand.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. Michael's our Italian for the podcast here. We're a very diverse group here.
Italians.
Okay, Jordan. Italians. Oh, shit.
Oh.
That's right. Show her. You got to show her. I mean, not to be weird, but you got to show her.
Italians.
That's so great. Is
Yeah.
that like a family tattoo, or did you just get that yourself?
Just got it myself in June.
He didn't even tell us he was going to get it. He just showed up one day and was like, yo, check it out.
Well, you just sent us a picture. He goes, yo.
Yeah, I sent a picture. Ty's like, is that you? I was like, well, yeah, I just wouldn't send you a random picture of someone else.
I thought it was like, yo, I want to get this. That's cool. But no, it was, I got this.
Got it.
But anyway, Jordan Defigio. I'm gonna fuck it up a couple
Defigio.
times, so just bear with me.
Are you gonna say
I'm
the full
not
name?
upset.
No, I'll just stick with Jordan, I guess. That's probably way
There you
easier.
go.
But let's talk about you quick. You've got your own podcast. The Helmet Hair
do.
Pod. Is that what it, okay. Just you, right? You're the only
Yeah.
host?
Yep.
How does that work? Because I've always wondered if both of them were like, one day I'm done with the podcast thing.
Screw you, Ty.
And I tried it out myself. I don't know if I could talk by myself for that long.
Most of the episodes that I do by myself are between 20 to 30 minutes, and I have to really kind of give myself a strict outline to follow.
Okay.
Because otherwise I just kind of ramble. And it's interesting. I've had a handful of episodes where I invite guests on and we talk about specific things. But yeah, if I'm remembering correctly, yeah, which I am, I started the podcast because I would do these like ridiculous rants for my Instagram stories about Pittsburgh sports. It was the beginning of 2018 when the Pirates traded Andrew McCutchen that I first did one, and I just hit, I think,
Valid reason to start one.
yeah, it hit the end of my rope with them. So I felt like I was living in Nashville at the time, so I didn't really have anybody that I could talk to about it because nobody in my life at that point cared about Pittsburgh sports. So I figured I need to just put this somewhere that maybe somebody who understands will see it. And I got a very wide range of response from a bunch of people, many of whom didn't care about sports at all, but they just said, this is hilarious. So then I kept up with it every now and then. And that was the final year that Le'Veon Bell was on the Steelers and his whole holdout situation. And then that was when things with Antonio Brown started really, shit was hitting.
Going south.
Yeah, I still remember the week that we played Kansas City. I was actually in Kansas City traveling back home, and I was just scrolling through Twitter, and I saw his response to I can't remember who it was, saying something about how the Steelers would do better without him, something like that. But his response was trade me and let's see. And it's like, oh no.
You know, when you put it all that way, 2018 for a Pittsburgh sports fan was kind of a rough fucking year.
Bro, it was the worst. It was the worst season that I've experienced.
I didn't really realize it till now
off-field
until we
issues
just
and
said
everything.
that. But yeah, there was a lot going on there.
Yeah, it started when we got killed. Well, not killed. but it was just an intense back and forth between us and the Jags in the playoff game
in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Oh man,
it was just
it was downhill from there.
Alex, weren't you and I watching that together at Bulldogs?
Yeah, Bulldogs.
Yeah, it was not a good day.
Yeah, I was like, dude, I was like, we have to leave.
And then the rest of 2018 was just really, really, really bad. But anyway, it all started as me just kind of letting loose on Instagram stories.
Right.
And then I felt like maybe this could translate as a podcast. So that was why the whole concept behind it was just having it be me. And I started it, I think, a month into the the actual lockdown portion of the pandemic. So there wasn't really much to talk about, but
so you started recently podcasting.
yes, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, very, very recently. It's still a little baby, but yeah, so it's always more fun to talk to people and have them on the show, but
right.
At the same time, I know that my whole angle for it was having it specifically be just me and kind of using it as a way to invite people who don't really understand the nuances of sports or care about it that much to have a space where they can listen and not feel like they need to know everything, but still enjoy the world of sports.
That's great.
And like we said before we started recording, we listened to a few episodes, and Alex is a huge fan of the fact that you start your episodes by drinking a craft beer and talking about that beer. Is that right?
That is right.
And it's usually, I've noticed from the four that I listened, it was always like a Pittsburgh beer. Yeah.
So I love Pittsburgh sports and I love Pittsburgh craft beer. So
which one more?
Oh, sports. If I had to choose
That's fair.
one, I would pick sports, but luckily I don't have to pick one, so we're good.
Facts.
But yeah, but I throughout the episode, I'll drink a beer from a local brewery, and they'll feature it at the beginning of the episode and just say who it's from, what it is, what style it is, and then give a little blurb on what I think of it. But they're always really great.
That's smart. Like, especially in today's world of podcasting, like, everyone and their mother's got a podcast these days. So it's like, you got to stand out somewhere or another. And that's a great fucking way, if you ask me. Yeah. We do something similar where we drink a bunch of local craft beers per episode, probably like 8 of them. And they're called
Not craft
Bud Light.
either.
Something similar to that.
Well,
but.
I think they're local.
Well, we used to do a thing too where every week we would take turns rapping.
Doing a freestyle.
Yeah, but as you can imagine, 2 white dudes and a slightly brown guy, not the best at rapping.
Man, they were fire. Better than what people put out today.
It was actually kind of fun.
It was fun.
It was really fun, but
it was actually more stressful because, like, man, I can't freestyle for shit.
a lot of my family follows us on like Instagram and stuff. Like, I have cousins and shit.
Oh yeah.
And we'd be at like family parties and be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like,
spit some for us.
I'm trying to stand out. I don't know what to tell you, but the beer's a way better way to go.
With the beer thing, it's like, since you are, plugging these local beer companies, it's like, let's get your girl sponsored.
Right.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
I can dream. Maybe someday.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean, I will say that's what caught my attention. Like, I mean, obviously, because I love craft beer. Like, I'm always on Untappd checking stuff in. Every week, I'm like trying to get the new house. I'm trading across the country for like different things. I go on vacation. I'm like looking where I'm gonna get stuff from, what I'm gonna bring back.
When Alex likes something, he really likes it. Beer,
he'll do anything to
sneakers.
Yeah, shoes. You can tell.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
You a sneakerhead too, Jordan?
No. I love a good collection. Anything.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
You should see my coin collection. It's a killer.
I really do have a really sick coin collection.
Actually,
yeah?
you do, and it's a very expensive one at that.
Yeah.
So what goes into collecting coins? Enlighten me.
It's more like hereditary, like it was given to me.
I don't think that's how
That's how I
Hereditary
got the
works.
collection. But yeah, it was passed down. It's pretty sick.
It was passed down, and he said, "I'm going to see how much these are worth." And as it turns out, it's a lot of money.
It's as far as I'll go.
And that is that. But anyways, so aside from your podcast, you're also a writer. I see that you write for Steeler Nation. How did that come to be? I mean, that's a pretty impressive feat in the Pittsburgh sports writing world.
Yeah, it was another pandemic thing. I can't remember exactly how I got connected to them. Obviously, Twitter's a really great place to engage with people and actually have conversations.
Yeah.
From what I remember, because like March through June of this year is just a blur. It all feels like one giant day spread out over the course of like 20 years. But I think what happened was I won a giveaway that they were doing. Yes, this is sounding familiar. I won a giveaway, and then like a week or two later, they put out something on Twitter saying that they were looking to fill a couple writing positions that they had available. So the DMs were already open. So I just reached out and said, "Hey, I love to write. I saw that you're looking for somebody. What more specifically are you looking for? What kind of qualifications do you need?" And we kept the conversation going. They just asked me to send them something. And then from there, I got put on their writer's staff. So yeah, I've been doing.
Did you expect to be like accepted and put on the staff?
No. I always have low expectations and high hopes, just in case.
Yeah,
the same way.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a cool thing. So I do like an article a week for them.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, give or take, depending on what's going on in the world of Pittsburgh Steelers news.
I mean, I feel like you never know.
Is it specific to any Pittsburgh sport or team in particular, or can you just pick?
Steelers.
Okay, yeah, Steeler Nation. That's right. Dope.
Yeah.
It's the only nation that matters.
It really is.
Except for, I guess, ours.
The United Nations.
In the United
kind of
Nations.
Important. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but I think that's right.
Yeah.
And I don't think doctors know anything about that.
Well,
maybe they
smart.
do, maybe they don't. Yeah,
I mean, the United Nations
smart
might
people.
need doctors.
they probably do.
But it's crazy the power of social media like that. Like, I'm sure you're familiar with Around the 412. We interviewed those guys not that long ago. Shout out them, by the way. They're out here getting fucking sponsors and shit now.
Yeah,
the real
awesome.
deal. Rightfully so. They deserve it. But they have all these they interviewed Minka fucking Fitzpatrick, and they're just two guys from Pittsburgh. It's like the power
Darius
of social media.
Kasparaitis. That's like my idol growing up.
Yeah,
and
that's so
and
sick.
they told us when we interviewed them, they're like, it never hurts to just ask somebody, reach out to somebody on social media. Like, you never know what they're gonna say. And I mean, it hasn't
Most of
worked
the time
out for
it's
us
no.
yet because we've reached out to quite a few people at this point and have heard nothing back. But
same for me. I've had no luck doing that. Well, with players, I haven't had any luck doing that.
Right.
It's tricky to get that.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, I'm with those guys in the sense that it's like, yeah, man, if you have to send them a message, a DM every day, just for them to say yes, stop annoying me, that's a W in my book.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
And seriously, the worst that can happen is that they don't respond. Like, that's there's really no reason to not just go for it.
Well, and then my feelings get hurt, and then I'm in a deep state of depression for a week, and
then we got to bring Ty back out of it.
Yeah, I mean, we tried to approach it a different angle with Zach Banner, remember? Because Zach Banner will play people on FIFA. Didn't we tweet him like, yo?
Well, his DMs aren't open, which kind of stinks. But yeah, so we had to tweet at him, and I mean, he probably gets so many mentions a day that he probably didn't even. If he did see it, he was probably like, who fucking cares? But
Well,
That's the thing.
there's a
It's
good
all about
chance he didn't
time.
see anything about
Well, I justified it with the fact he didn't want all this smoke. You know.
it. Yeah. So, Zach Benner, if you're listening, Alex over here challenges you to a game of FIFA. He wins. You come on the podcast. It's that simple.
If we lose, we will each donate $50 to the charity of your choice. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
That sounds like a win-win for him.
Yo, you should
Right.
hit up Chad Johnson to do that too.
yeah.
Something tells me Chad Johnson's like,
Something tells me
FIFA.
that he would smoke Tapia
yeah.
I don't know,
with
man.
a cigar in his mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I mean, wait, am I gonna have the cigar or is he gonna have the cigar?
Both.
Both.
So-
You're just gonna be the loser.
Oh, boy.
I did
Um,
want to ask you, Jordan, since you do write for Steeler Nation, or Steelers, right? Is that your favorite Pittsburgh team then? Steelers out of the Pirates and the Penguins?
Definitely more so than the Pirates. I think over the last 10 years, the Penguins have actually jumped to my favorite team because hockey
Sick.
become my favorite sport. The Steelers were my first favorite team. So, and particularly with this season, I'm just so excited to see what happens because I feel like they have a lot to prove and Ben's coming back. It's going to be a
Deontay
big
Johnson
season.
is just
Yeah.
sprouting.
Oh, it's going to be a great season, I think. But the Penguins are my number one. So it's been a rough couple years post that
2 years in a row, huh? They've been bounced in the first round. Last year was the Islanders, and this year
we got swept
Canadians.
last year. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe that.
Well, I was gonna say you went to Stanley Cup Finals, right?
I did. In 2017, I went to Game 5, and it was awesome.
I literally can't.
And that's when they were
imagine.
actually playing National Predators, right?
Yeah, so I was living in Nashville at the time, and my birthday's in June, so it pretty much always coincides with the Stanley Cup Finals, except, of course, this year. But I said in April of that year, like I was texting my family in our group message, all I wanted for my birthday was for the Penguins to play the Predators in the Stanley Cup Final, and I wanted to go to a game. And as soon as Chris Kunitz scored the double overtime goal, after I ran a lap around my house, I started texting people and I was like, okay, I want to go to a game. And for my birthday, I drove up from Nashville to Pittsburgh to spend some time with my family, and I went to Game 5 here in Pittsburgh, and it was
sick.
awesome.
That's
Awesome.
right.
What day in June is your birthday?
June 10th.
Oh, so close. Michael's June 7.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, something about those June birthdays.
They're the
Yeah.
best. I mean, I don't really have anything to compare it to, but I think they're the best.
Nah, I mean,
It's the best month out of the year.
Mays are pretty cool. It's whatever.
I mean,
They're pretty cool, but they're not as good as June.
I'd say sharing a birthday with Snoop Dogg on the same day. That's
Oh, well,
I got Allen Iverson.
Snoop Loop. I mean, Snoop has his own wine now.
wine?
He's on. Have you ever heard of like a 19 Crimes, like the winery?
Yes.
Yeah, he has his own wine. Here, I'm gonna go grab it.
He has it, of course. Of course he has it. Why wouldn't he?
Goodness.
He also has that Post Malone like wine or champagne or something. This
I
dude's
did see that he has some.
he's an alcohol connoisseur.
Yeah.
No, I think they call it alcoholic.
I was
No.
going to say that's
No.
Post
that's
No.
the initial term for
Okay.
alcoholic.
Yeah, it's a nice way to say it.
Malone Rosé. And,
Rosé.
and then Snoop Dogg.
Oh my goodness.
It's so dope.
Yeah, well, my mom's got
Yeah.
John Legend's wine at home, so it's whatever. It's from Cooper's Hawk,
I think my mom's got like barefoot wine at home.
which is the best. Yo,
It is really
Aldi Winking Owl, $2.50 a bottle.
Dude, I will say I do love Aldi wine too. I fuck with it. I fuck with all wine.
What's up,
Yeah.
puppy? Oh,
¿Qué pasa, perro?
It's my pit bull, Sydney.
What's their dog's name? Why have I never known your dog's
Sydney?
name until right now?
I don't know.
Yeah, like Crosby.
Yeah.
Nice.
I call her Sydney Kid.
Just perfect.
Love it. So listen, you're the jack of all trades, evidently, because while I've been scrolling through your Twitter,
Not to be weird.
not to be weird, like, I'm trying to learn something about you for this purpose of the podcast, I think. But I see that you do music as well. Are you a singer, songwriter? What are you?
Yeah.
What's your instrument of choice?
Instrument of choice is piano, but typically when I play shows and things like that, I play acoustic guitar just because I'm way more capable at multitasking with those two things. Like it's harder for me to play
More
piano.
comfortable doing that?
Yeah, it's way more
Right.
comfortable for me to do that. But yeah, I do music. That's why I moved to Nashville, was to,
That was my next question. Yeah,
Yeah,
I figured
pursue
those
that
two correlated.
Yeah. And I'm still pursuing it, but in a place where it's way cheaper to live.
Yeah.
That's a huge factor.
Yeah, it's a pretty big
That's
thing.
for real. Not
Well,
yeah.
especially like nowadays. I mean, you could really. I mean, as far as shows go, yeah, like Tennessee is the spot, I'm sure. And what is it? Are you country, or are you specific genre or anything, or just?
I typically classify it as like indie pop rock.
Okay.
I don't know. I like to
Indie rock.
indie rock. Yes, exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
I think we just created a new genre.
I like it.
Yeah, let's run
I'm
with
gonna
it.
use it.
And did you
Yep.
just release a new song recently?
Yeah, I did last week, I think. Yeah.
And
How
where is that
exciting.
available at? Let everyone know. I mean, shoot.
Yes. So it's available everywhere. For my music, I use the stage name Noah Jordan, just because I kind of anticipated before going into music that if I used my legal last name, it would just be more of a hassle than it would be worth.
Yeah.
Because it is Italian and it's difficult to pronounce just by reading.
It's priceless.
Yeah, it's priceless. So I go by the stage name Noah Jordan, Noa, and yeah, the song is called Heartbeats, and it's anywhere you can stream, purchase music, listen to music.
And we're gonna stream it. Tell you
Well, my next question was, at the end of this podcast, do you mind if we play it?
Not at all. I would love that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That would be so dope.
that. Hell
We'll
yeah.
do that. Podcast isn't over yet, but I mean, we
I'm
will
gonna queue it up on all of my devices and run it through the night.
Thank you. Get those stream numbers high.
That's
We
what I'm
have
talking about.
We have a stream farm over here for the podcast numbers. We'll just run your song through it a few times. It'll be
Perfect.
A-okay.
Thank you. Oh, that means so much.
Uh-oh.
I wish we had a stream
Lost
farm.
my headphones here.
Like the dream.
What do you mean, Ty? You lost your headphones?
What's up?
There you go.
You lost your headphones.
Yeah, I
You
got
good?
'em. I found them. We're back.
Thank
It's all
God.
All right, well, let's talk Steelers football. You said you're
Oh yeah.
football all the way, well, not all the way, I guess. Hockey too. But
And Pirates a little bit.
yeah, they're not that important.
Maybe.
Comparatively, not that important.
Yeah.
But listen, we
The
got
Riverhounds
Steelers.
should be important.
Right.
Agree.
The Riverhounds should be important. I just told Tapia that we need to talk about them more because currently they're the best team in Pittsburgh.
We were just
Oh, are they really?
They've been in first place. Like I mean, no other team in Pittsburgh's in first place. So
Fair
yeah,
point.
I mean, they're better than Red Bull's second team in the 11, Lunden FC. I mean, better than all those.
and they're rocking black and yellow. So
Oh,
I'm
good
a big
for them.
fan.
Good for them.
And they have such a ballin' ass stadium.
Dude, Highmark Stadium is so nasty.
Why don't we have a trip planned to Pittsburgh yet? Like we keep
COVID.
saying. Yeah, I
No,
guess
but
it's
seriously,
good.
we do need to do it.
I need to go to PNC Park. I've never been to PNC Park. I've
Yeah,
never been to
that's-
Heinz Field.
Clemente
I've been to PNC Park probably as many times as I've been to Comiskey, and I've been there a lot.
Well, your problem is you're calling it Comiskey.
Well,
It's
no,
not.
the problem is that you know it by guaranteed rate stadium. It's
Yeah, dude.
it's Comiskey, bro. It's U.S. Cellular before it's guaranteed rate.
Yeah.
Is that where the White Sox play?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Which I don't know if you've been to either stadium in Chicago for baseball, but Wrigley Field is far and away a cooler stadium.
I would absolutely disagree 100%.
Really?
I think the stadium makes it because of the ambience around it.
I disagree with that because the stadium around it, I can't park my car. How am I going to
Can't tailgate
a game when you have to take a fucking hour-and-a-half train ride?
Well, you don't have to.
No,
Well,
so where are you going to park?
You don't have to do any of this.
I mean, you could park on the street somewhere.
Yeah.
How much is that going to cost you?
If you find the right spot, free.
Well, it's going to be.
You just might have to walk
free
5.
street parking in Chicago.
Yeah, you just might have to walk
it's
5
gonna be
miles.
6 blocks away.
Yeah.
I think
Like-
6 blocks is even a stretch. It's probably 10 blocks.
Yeah.
Well,
Miller Park is better than fucking Wrigley Field.
parking anywhere by the same thing costs you $30-$40 at least.
Yeah.
Miller Park parking?
No, I'm saying Wrigley. I mean, it's.
Oh yeah.
It's an expensive timeout, dude. I think I've dropped $250 on beer alone at Wrigley.
Well, it's because they're like $12 a beer, which is ridiculous.
Exactly.
You can get 2 large beers, which they're like 2 16-ounce beers for I think it was like $22.
What?
You can get a case of 30 PBRs for
Oh.
half that.
You're talking to 2 beer snobs over here, dude. You're talking PBR cases. Come on.
They don't know real taste, dude. PBR is crisp and refreshing.
I'm like, dude, I was drinking Icy Light in preseason.
That's what I wanted
Well.
to say earlier is, Jordan, how do I find a way to get Icy Light sent to my doorstep? Just hit up because there's one place around us, sells beverages that sells Icy Light, but it's closer to you guys actually, Dappy and Ty.
Lombard.
But I think I went on their site and I didn't see anything about them like shipping or like I could purchase it from them.
No, next time I'm there, I'll pick some up. Actually,
Well, next time you're there, I better be there, Ted.
Well, actually, that's
Or
where
are you talking about Sal's Beverage?
it sells beverage. I'm saying
Oh, I thought you meant Pittsburgh.
that's where I get my Michelada mix.
A Michelada.
Gross. Okay, so anyway, we have a Steelers season coming up here.
Yeah.
It's right around the corner. We are, 9 days away from the first Thursday night game? The 10th
Yes,
or
we are.
12th?
Yes, we are. It's the 10th.
The
And
10th.
the Steelers play that following Monday against
Mhm.
the Gigantes.
That's right.
I don't want to jinx anything, but like,
They're gonna blow them out by 4.
yeah, could you have thrown us an easier fucking bone for opening night?
Well, don't say it like that, but we're gonna do what the Steelers did or the Patriots did to the
Yeah.
Steelers last year.
Oh my God, I hope so.
So,
I still, like, every now and then when I blink, I can still see that false start play on everybody but the center.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was so painful. It was such an awful game. And I was expecting to lose to the Patriots just
Oh,
because
Absolutely.
we never beat them. But I
in
had
Foxborough after a Super Bowl, no shot.
I was not expecting it to be that bad because that was just awful.
I don't think anybody did.
well,
I can't believe I kept watching it. I was just
I
like,
know,
this is
the whole thing.
bad. Like I can't turn it off because like part of me thinks that like Ben will come back and do something.
Yeah.
But then next
it's
thing
like
you know,
watching
Ben's
a car
gone.
crash. It's like you can't look away. You should. You want to.
Exactly. Exactly like that.
You could always justify the game by just switching on to when the Steelers played Carolina Panthers when they were on the hot streak on a Thursday night. And
Or the Chiefs when the Chiefs were 5-0.
Yeah, and he literally threw one pass to Juju to tie the game. Just one pass, let's go, run it back.
It's tough though because when I watch that Patriots game, the 40-3, I just think of, Jesse James caught the ball.
Well, and you said you blink and you see that, everyone.
I see
Mhm.
Patriots, I think
Offsides.
Jesse
I see
James, and then I
Jesse
think how
James
he's a
in the end
Detroit
zone.
Lion now.
Yeah.
Like, come on. But we got Eric Ebron, so shout out to him.
Listen,
Apparently he's gonna be awesome.
we have the whole squad back. I mean, we for the first time in over a year have
A healthy squad.
a healthy squad. Ben's
Just
back.
like hopefully just like everybody else because of COVID.
Well,
Yeah.
Top-notch
Yeah.
defense.
It's a blessing in disguise. We got our team back, but so is everyone else.
but I mean, dude, Big
But
Ben's
I'll take
healthy.
us over everyone else every time.
We
You
got
give us a healthy squad. Dating back to the Young Money crew with Antonio Brown, Mike Wallace, and Emmanuel Sanders. I don't care who our running back is. I don't care who our line is. Yeah, I'm taking us. We're running the North, and we're going to run with that.
Well, even with the running backs we have now, like say James Conner goes down, we got Benny Snell. We have was it Anthony McFarland who's supposed to be really big this year. Dude, we have guys like Chase Claypool that is looking like an absolute unit.
He's going to be sick.
Yeah.
But I do want to talk about the running backs here because I think I could speak for myself, Tyler, and Alex, and we like James Conner.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a superstar, but if he's healthy, he can get the job done. I think, on the other hand, that's what we're missing is I don't trust the whole running back by committee thing. It's like, yeah, we've got 4 could be awesome running backs, but it's like you look back on the team in my generation or my life that won the Super Bowls, you had a Jerome Bettis and a Willie Parker. You got they were nasty. You had somebody that you can for sure rely on.
Well,
and now it's like, is James Conner going to go off or is he going to rush 16 times for 20 yards?
Yeah, the running back by committee thing only works whenever all of the running backs on the committee have a distinctive role that they're playing. And I don't think anybody knows what James Conner's we haven't seen him play healthy long enough to know what his style really is. And that
should be a concern.
It is a concern for most people, I think. Like, if looking back at those Super Bowls, like when we had for Super Bowl 40, Willie Parker and Jerome Bettis, Willie Parker was the speed and the first and second down back, and then Jerome Bettis came down. He was the third down back. And like, even just utilizing Deuce Staley when we had him, like the
what
size.
What a name drop. I love it.
Loved that guy.
Yep.
But like, we had the speed and the size, and we knew when to use each of those.
Right.
Players.
It was picture perfect. Third and 1, 3rd and 2. Yeah, Jerome's coming in. And first, second down. Yeah, Willie. Every time.
Without a fullback, I can see like switching off the running backs.
Rosie is released by the Colts, I think I saw.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, he's gone.
But now we have, Derek Watt at fullback.
Which is true.
Which if you just run a fullback set more often than a non-fullback set, you really only need 2 running backs at that point. Just run behind a fullback. You don't need somebody who's all power.
Yeah.
You got a lead blocker.
That's facts, especially a guy like James Conner, who I think I just looked up. I did look it up last night, but he's bigger than people think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's a solid body, and I'm all for James Conner, but how crazy would it be to, instead of trying to have all these 4 running backs do something with, was it Jalen Samuel, Benny Snell, Connor McFarland? It's like,
is the other Edmonds brother still on the squad too?
Well, I don't even, maybe Chase.
Trey.
And then
Chase
Karras
is for
Wright
Arizona.
too. They have
Karras
like
Wright.
6 running backs.
How about we trade 4 of the 6 for Alvin Kamara? Or how about we don't pay 4 of the 6 and pick up a Fournette? I'm just speaking hypothetically. I mean,
that's the thing too, right? Like, now Leonard Fournette is cut by
unclaimed.
the Jags, and Kamara is talking about he wants out of New Orleans. Like,
well,
give him James Conner in a 4th.
What's the story with Kamara? Because I saw conflicting things that he was requesting a trade or was asking for like Christian McCaffrey level money, but then I saw that he and his agent were saying, no, we have shown up. We haven't held out. Like, we don't want to trade. We're not asking for more money. We thought that things were what's going on with him?
I just know it's contract issues. But at this point, not to stray off the Steelers talk, but like, can the Saints really afford, like, they don't have Mark Ingram anymore. Their backup is Latavius Murray. Can you really afford to not pay your best?
If you got Drew Brees, and who else did they just get, the Saints? Receiver.
Teddy Bridgewater? No,
didn't they sign
Emmanuel Sanders? Yeah.
Emmanuel Sanders and Mike Thomas and Jared Cook, like,
And Latavius
You can have a
washed up
James
Murray,
Conner
though.
running back and still exceed. Like
Yeah, but how much longer are they going to have Drew Brees? Because he's not.
1 year.
Well,
But then they got Jameis
Yeah, they got Jameis who will throw 30 interceptions.
Who's
and
the
30
best quarterback in the
touchdowns.
league last year, for what it's worth.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Then he got his eyes fixed.
Listen, all I'm saying is 30 touchdowns. He led
You
the
know what?
league.
You know what? I think there's a better chance of James Winston being a Hall of Famer than Ty running a 4.740.
Fuck yourself.
Yeah. Yo, I'm with you, Tappy. I'll put fucking $200 on that.
Well,
Listen.
okay. I guess a little backup info on this. Ty keeps claiming he could run a sub 4.740.
No, I did not say sub. I said I could.
No, he
run
said
it from
4.7 or better. Like, it's so, yeah. I don't know. I think that's a stretch.
Yeah.
I keep telling him, set up the cones, bring out the stopwatch. That's all I'm doing.
And get an ambulance because Ty's going to pull a hammy.
Make sure I got my inhaler on deck because I'm going to need it. All I'm
Unreal.
saying-
However,
Listen.
I'm super excited, back to the Steelers, about the addition of Eric Ebron. Chase Claypool's going to be sick. But there's
They're doing
another
good things, I hear.
abundance of receivers, I feel like.
Yeah.
We've got so many people that it's like, I want to see all of them shine. But if that's the case, we're going to be running 6 receiver sets and 3 running back sets. Like, it's not possible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think there's a surplus of offensive talent, which isn't a bad problem to have, but I think I'm not the biggest fan of Randy Finkner because I think he sucks ass. So I don't know if he is going to know what to do with all of this. So it's like I feel like I'm holding my breath to see how much Ben is calling the shots and how much influence Matt Canada has over the offense. Because if Randy is the one who has the primary say, it doesn't matter what our
We're
offense
screwed.
looks
Yeah,
like.
we're
Yeah,
fucked.
we're screwed
Might
because
as well bring back Todd
does-
Haley.
yeah, Todd Haley at least was a coordinator. Randy's
Right.
just a quarterbacks coach that, like,
He's a
Well,
filler.
yeah, like he's a filler because Todd Haley wasn't great and Ben liked Randy. So I don't know, but I'm really looking forward to seeing the kind of connection that Ben and Deontay Johnson have.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
He was really lighting it up with Mason and Duck. So to have a Hall of Fame
Yeah.
caliber
That
quarterback,
could actually throw to.
yeah, and sees
Yeah.
when it's open. Yeah,
It's going to be sick.
awesome.
And that's why I'm pumped for Ebron because I think I said it before. Ben, utilized Heath Miller so much because that not only was he his safety blanket, but he was one of his go-to targets.
Uh-huh.
And I think Ebron, what he brings to the table is something that they wanted Xavier Grimble to kind of be. And I mean, 2 years ago, I know it wasn't last year, but 2 years ago, Ebron had 13 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Let's see it. Let's go. You got Juju, Chase Claypool, Deontay, James Washington. Just those guys alone, like, come on.
Well,
Yeah.
and I would love to get
Not
all
to
of your
mention the rest
opinions
of the guys.
Mhm.
on this. A lot of people, like you said, we have a surplus of wide receivers,
Offensive threats.
offensive threats. After this year, is Juju still a Steeler? And that's the question, right? Do you want to pay him to stay on the Steelers when you have so many receivers, or how does that play out in your mind?
I don't think they're going to keep Juju because they have a history of taking a gamble on the younger, cheaper wide receiver and having that really
Deontay,
chaos.
Chase Claypool.
Yeah, and they did it with Mike Wallace when Santonio Holmes was still around. They did it
They
with
did with AB.
Antonio Brown when Mike Wallace was becoming a little bit too expensive, and they have always done a really good job of scouting wide receiver talent and developing
Like
it.
Ryan Switzer.
Oh, he prime example of top-notch wide receiver. Like
Yep.
he has everything that you could possibly want in a receiver and a punt returner. Like he just can do it all.
Very
I
versatile.
hope Switzer has a better year this year.
I do too. I would
He's
love
been
to
getting
see
so
him
much heat on social
successful.
media.
And Ben loves him.
Ben loves him.
Well, I feel like with Ben, they had such a great connection, but I think with like Duck and Mason, they couldn't make that connection, which I mean sucks. But you
Not
can't.
to be
Ben knew how
weird.
to use him. Ben knew how to target
Yeah.
Switzer and like incorporate him in plays. But without Ben, nobody really threw to him, and so he was just reduced to a punt returner, which either ended in him dropping the ball or just fair catching it or running it for a loss. So that was really all we saw of him last season, and that's why people were so hard on him, because he
Which
flopped
stinks.
in his roles. Yeah, and because he shouldn't be a punt returner or a returner of any kind.
No, especially when you have guys like Deontay Johnson.
Yeah.
Not to be weird though, his dude's looking ripped.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely yoked. He's been putting in the work.
Built up. Yeah.
He's got he should be. I mean, they all should be, right? Because that's they should all be healthy and working out and getting ready to bring 7 back to Pittsburgh.
I mean, he's got that daddy strength now.
Yeah. Dad strength's a real thing, bro.
Yep.
Telling you. So I saw this thing online. Would love to get all of your opinions on it. I saw, again, Jordan, they know, but I'll let you know, I'm a big headline guy. I see a headline and I run with it. I just don't fact check shit.
Yeah,
So,
he reads the Onion a lot.
So
He's
I like
really
to
good at it.
preface.
Oh, good. Okay, so it's
Yeah. I like to preface my statements by saying, I don't know if this is true at all. Just saw it online.
However,
I saw that Ryan Shazier was leaving the Steelers. Have you seen this? Have you heard of this?
So everything that I saw wasn't that he was leaving for good, but that he's still on the retired injured players list, and that he just stepped down from his coaching role.
Got you.
That he's focusing on other things with his family. So he hasn't left the organization altogether. At least that was my understanding of it. I'm pretty sure he just stepped away from the coaching position that he had.
Yeah. I just kind of I looked it up here, and it's saying that just a combination of coronavirus-related personal restrictions and personal reasons have led to a less visible role within the organization for him. So he's not going to be on the field and coaching with them, but he's still a Steeler.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Well, he'll always be a Steeler.
And with that, I think they're still, covering his medical things and giving him the best treatment and facilities and whatever it is that he needs. So
that was my
that's
question.
the biggest
I
part
was like,
for
if
me.
he leaves,
Great.
like, is he still getting medical care like that?
I'm sure they figured something out.
Yeah, right.
I can't see the Steelers leaving him hang out to dry.
No. Mm-mm. All right.
Damn. He turns 28 on Sunday and hasn't played since December 4th, 2017.
Ryan
He's only
Shazier
28.
turns 28.
Yeah.
My
He's
goodness.
that young?
I had no idea.
2017.
Yeah.
That was so long ago, too. That was already
December 4th, 2017.
2017.
At Cincinnati.
Terrible game. Terrible.
I remember watching it. Was I with you, Michael? No, we weren't together, I don't think.
But when that happened, I saw live the hit. Not live, but watching the game live, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I think everybody knew it was not good.
Well, just as soon as he was able to like flip himself, but as soon as you saw him going like this, I was like, oh shit. I was like, that's not good. I was like, that is not good.
Yeah, that's never a good sign.
But I'm glad that he's still, progressing and getting better, still part of the organization, whether it be on the field or off. Still part of Steeler Nation.
True.
Nice.
All right, well, it's been 45 minutes. Should we wrap this thing up? I mean, I'll talk forever.
I will say that's the problem.
I know. It's like I could go another 3 hours. As long as I got a couple of the less filling, more refreshing Miller Lights. Real quick, I did want to ask you, going totally off what we were just talking about way back. Do you have a favorite beer? If
And
you
is it Bud Light?
and is it Bud or Miller
Is
Lite?
it Bud Light and why?
I mean, I'm sure that's a pretty tough question, but like,
It's
is there
tricky.
one that you've had that you're just like, this is it?
Okay, I'll give 3 separate answers because I feel like this question deserves a nuanced answer. If I had to pick like 2 beers or between 2 beers that I could never live without for the rest of my life, just because fall and Christmas, those are my favorite seasons. I love Southern Tier Pumpkin. Like, it's an awesome beer. And then I love Mad Elf from a brewery called Trogs out in central Pennsylvania. However, my favorite brewery is a tinier craft brewery called Grist House in Pittsburgh. And I would just drink up anything that they have. Like, their hazy New Englands are excellent. Their sours.
I love this right here.
Yeah,
I fucking love that.
You know, it's
We don't see that enough. Michael, why don't you do that more?
come on, you got to
You
represent.
start drinking more craft beer.
I guess so, man.
Yeah, you're never
Or
gonna
filming
get
me when I'm
those
having my
Bud
pasta
Light.
on Sundays.
Yeah, when you got your gravy and meatballs, give me one of these, bud. All right. Well, hey, you know, my favorite beer is a Bud Light, but I respect that. Absolutely. I
I'll
like a
never
craft
hate
beer.
on
but-
somebody for drinking Bud Light. Like,
Well,
You should hate on Ty though.
yeah, I mean,
It's
most
cool to
people
hate
do.
on
It's
it.
fine. It's cool.
I mean,
It's totally cool.
I'm more of a Miller Lite guy. I don't really fuck with Bud Light, but I'll drink it.
More of a Bud heavy kind of guy because I
Yeah.
only intake diesel fuel.
Yeah, we go
Yeah.
diesels.
I like eating my beer as much as I like drinking it, so I like the heavy
Correct.
beers, you know.
Facts.
But anyway, let's wrap this up. Thank you so much for coming on. One time, let everyone know, you know, where to find your podcast, your music. Let us know.
cool. Well, thank you for having me. First of all,
You got it.
would
Absolutely.
love to chat sports with you, all you guys, anytime. And I would even love to have you on my podcast, which is called Helmet Hair. You can find it pretty much anywhere you listen to podcasts, primarily Apple Podcasts, Spotify. It's on Stitcher, all those places. And then my music is under the stage name Noah Jordan, NOA, and that's on all streaming services and purchase platforms as well. And yeah, I don't like to feel left out, so I just put myself everywhere. Six, you know.
Love
it.
that.
Also, 6 shirt, by the way. I almost wore a duck shirt.
That's right.
Is that an In Duck We Trust shirt?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, yeah, these guys will tell you I'm such a duck guy through and through. I'm more of like the guy that has like, do you want to count out? I'm like, yo, that's my guy.
Like the guy that was homeless and then won a Super Bowl with the Patriots.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, now he said he might go to OnlyFans.
All right,
He said
Plaxico.
it.
No.
Never calling them out.
Make sure to check out her podcast, all of it. Just listen to it all. Noah Jordan on Spotify for the music. We will play that at the end here. We won't hear it, but I'll throw it on the end.
We'll hear it when we listen to it, just like everyone
Yes.
else.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
perfect.
Thank you again to Jordan Defigio.
Say that.
Figaro, for
That's good.
calling in. Now we were gonna end that podcast episode right then and there. Bada boom, bada bing. Post that up to the site. But there's a lot of motherfucking football going on right now. I can't
Too
get
much-
enough.
too much
So
going
we
on.
figure we're gonna have to we're gonna talk more. We gotta talk football. It's the best time of the year. It's when we have the most to talk about. It's when I'm the happiest. For certain.
Side note, I was just on Shop Steel City. They have a deal where it's a mystery bag, $30, 3 tees.
That's pretty good.
That's a pretty great deal.
For as many things as you buy, I feel like they've had that forever.
Really?
This is the first time I see it. It shows how
You
many
should-
times they've gone there.
I'm surprised you're not a part of their like mailing, like their T-shirt club,
They have a T-shirt club.
Now he is.
bro. So I'm saying, you're saying, yeah, they send you like every month a thing with shirts. I think. I can double
I have to
check.
get on this. All right.
First thing Tappy does when we're done here. Guaranteed.
I bet she does it right now.
No, I gotta look. I gotta look into it because I maybe want to.
Yeah, there's a club.
Roar,
Get an
I
exclusive-
could see on this end how bright those screens are. You better put some sunglasses on, dude.
Block out all my haters. Every month you get a limited edition tee delivered, and yeah, it's pretty dope. Mexican War Streets. That's a featured T-shirt. You're Mexican.
What?
Yeah. What does it look like?
And you're from the streets.
That would require. Or can I share the screen?
No.
What if Tapia was just about on the streets the whole time? Just fucking out here hustling it. We had no idea.
That's right, baby. That's right.
That's how to live that life. I'm from these streets, son.
Where on the website did you see this?
What's that?
Where on the website did you see this?
Well, there's 3 things to click: shop, location, or club.
I'll give you one guess.
It's location.
I knew it would be, dude. I knew it would be.
Yo, what the heck is chipped ham?
Goes really well with a dippy egg.
The
Ooh,
Flying
sounds
Dutch
delicious.
Honus Wagner.
Flying Dutchman.
Yeah,
I'll show you a fucking flying Dutcher.
Mexican. Also, what does that even mean?
Dutch oven? It's where you fart under the blanket and you pour.
Yeah.
The Flying Dutchman?
What the fuck does Mexican War Streets mean?
Oh,
You know,
I was like, are you talking about Honus Wagner?
If you gotta ask, you can't afford it. That's how that goes, bud.
Facts.
Don't ask, don't tell. That's what OBJ said today. Fucking Odell Beckham out here talking. I want to talk about that actually because
number one receiver getting number 2 done.
yeah, allegedly just loves fucking when girls take fat steamy dumps on his chest. Which, listen, not for me, but whatever you're into, I'm cool with it. You know, to a certain extent. Nothing brown for me, but thanks.
The first tweet I saw this morning was, I never thought of Odell Beckham as a number 2 receiver until now.
Yeah. Well, and the
When
fact
I
that
first read it, I was like, he's a fucking number 2 receiver right now. Jarvis Landry's better than him.
That's right, the juice.
Like, I didn't get the joke at all. I was like, yeah, I mean,
like,
I've
that's
always
a
thought
fucking
of
bad take, bro.
I've always thought of him as a number 2.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Yeah,
Yeah,
dude. Bad
But
luck.
then I understood because it was like the number 1 thing trending on Twitter.
But here's my question, is like, who the fuck are these girls that just now
Dude,
have a podcast
Twitter
and are
was
talking about?
roasting her.
Well,
Apparently, they've all just ran through the entire fucking Phoenix Suns basketball team.
So
They
And
all
apparently
ran through
they're
all the
sleeping with
professional
OBJ.
athletes.
Like, who are these chicks that they're sleeping with professional athletes? And not to be a dickhead and comment on the way somebody looks. I'm not much of a looker myself. But I think, like, I'm sure OBJ can get the most beautiful of the most beautiful women.
Well, and I was just
I
going to
would think.
say, these girls aren't at fault. It's these fucking guys that are at fault. Like, what the fuck are you doing with that trash-ass hoe?
Well, right.
Which-
But, like, I guess my question is, how believable are they? Like, who the fuck are they? No, I've never heard of these bras until.
So like I saw there's a theory out that this one might actually bullshit, or the first one might actually be real, but also the fact that what happened was those 2 girls last month made $100K in 2 days off of like that interview and stuff. So now it's like, yo, call up my girl, come out, that dude you be messing around with. That girl that supposedly took a dump on OBJ is also Chief Keef's baby mom.
Yeah, that's what I
She's been,
saw.
yeah, I've heard, like, I don't know her
Miller.
or anything about her, but when I went through the rabbit hole, apparently, yeah, she's trash. She's bangs a bunch of dudes, like professional athletes.
I mean, dude, they're just clout chasing. Like,
and that's cool,
course.
but it's like, I didn't respect OBJ prior to this, but it's like, bro, go find a nice woman, like,
Yeah.
or a guy. There's been rumors about that too.
You know, you
And
could
that's
pay
fine.
people with all the money you make to do shit like that and not talk about it.
Yeah. But dude,
That are
all
better
of
looking?
Twitter was roasting that chick because she's talking about, like, you know, sleeping with these athletes and this and that, thinking she's hot shit. But then they zoom in on the sandals she's wearing, and they're supposed to be Christian Dior, like luxury brands, like Gucci flip flops.
Knock off.
It's like Christian without an H. It's CRSTIAN, and then it's DOR, like Christian Dior. There's no I in it. It's yeah. So, dude, people are having a heyday with that on Twitter. It's
Also,
hilarious.
side note, what hoodie are you wearing?
I played college sports at St. Cloud State, so this is just a standard team sports sweatshirt.
Dude, that's fucking sweet.
Yeah. Played all 4 years there. Sick.
That's pretty tight.
And all I got is this sweatshirt.
That's news to me, dude. That's news to me. But anyways, these, in summation, bitches be tripping. And also OBJ got roasted, and this season is going to be a tough one for him. Defensive backs are going to be talking that shit, no pun intended.
You know, word you can't see, you know, because that's where I'm getting this from. Should the Cleveland Browns just change their name to the Cleveland Steamers?
I mean, they might as well. Everyone's
it's-
thinking it now.
They're already spot on with the Browns. The rolling
Yeah.
the rolling Browns.
They should do the Cleveland rolling brownouts.
You ever had a rolling brownout?
No, let's
try it.
Yeah,
Whoa, nothing brown.
yeah, take you to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Jesus, unbelievable. But let's talk something better than dookie on people's chests, and that is that Steelers football is just Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 6 days away from being back.
I just had to count till next Monday.
Monday Night Football coming at you. Steelers Giants. We're back in motherfucking action.
I'm really excited.
That was Alex, dude. Loved it.
Wednesday,
I thought you were like,
Thursday,
yeah, you're like,
Friday.
dude, I swear to God, I thought you were fucking with us.
I wish he was.
I mean, you know, with the long weekend, dude, forget what day it is and shit.
I
Totally normal.
Yes, I agree 100% with you because all day today I thought it was Monday.
Yeah.
We don't
But it's
podcast
Tuesday.
on Mondays,
Joke's on
dudes.
you. Yeah. Also facts. Anyways,
Yeah.
6 days from the Steelers being back in fucking action, there's a lot going on in the Steelers organization as far as moves and trades. A lot of them have me kind of scratching my head, and I don't know, just a lot of funky moves.
Fire him off.
First of all, they cut Jordan Berry after they, tried out Dustin Colquitt, who's like, as far as I'm concerned, 1,000 years old. Maybe I'm totally wrong. I feel like he's just been around forever.
I guess question for you both.
He's 38.
Yeah.
Fuck it, who cares? Do you think Jordan Berry is better, or do you think it's equal?
I don't know what the fuck Colquitt's ass looks like, but I mean, Jordan Berry, past maybe 2 years, hasn't been up to, I guess, excellent standards, but
Well, he's
I
been
feel like
punting a shit ton.
yeah,
The Steelers'
also
offense sucked
that
ass.
right.
Well, you would think with so many practice and game time reps, might be a little bit better.
Or he's just like, yo, I'm fucking tired of kicking this ball all so damn often.
So
yeah, he's like, you know what? Please come in.
last year, Jordan Berry kicked or punted the ball 74 times for 3,300 yards,
That's
and Colquitt punted 48 times for 2,100 yards.
See, and that's
One difference was
where
one team had Mahomes leading the offense, and the other team had a fucking duck.
all right. Since we're talking about the Chiefs like that, we also have the starting tackle from the Chiefs, right? Or D lineman, Wisniak. isn't he?
That's right.
I have no idea.
Super Bowl champion.
Yeah,
Because
he's
isn't DeCastro not playing the first game and he's playing instead?
I just saw that right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's out.
I didn't see why though.
Injury. He's got lower body injury he's been dealing with.
Fucking sore from carrying that horse cock around, probably. If I had to guess.
Dude, what? I just got a notification. Yeah, I'll say that. Lower body injury. That sucks. I did see that they just like restructured his contract to free up some cap space, and now the Steelers have like 25 mil or something.
And you see our boy Cammy Hayward.
4 more years.
So
4 more years of Hayward.
I feel like I didn't expect him to sign that long of an extension.
I'll take it.
No, yeah, I'm all for it.
He is in his early 30s, so I mean,
He's 31. He's the same age. Dude,
he just looks old. He honestly looks like an old soul. That's why I feel like in my head he's older.
4 years, 65 mil.
How old is he?
31.
He's 31.
Okay.
He's born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
So with that Wisniewski guy.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But anyway, I'm going to keep this gravy train rolling here as far as other Steelers news. They cut Switzer, which, I mean, we could have probably foreseen, but I figured with Big Ben back, I thought he was for sure a lock at having a role on the team.
I didn't think we were going to cut Switzer.
It kind of happened out of nowhere. There was no talk about it, and then even after the fact, nobody said shit about it. Nobody in the organization said anything. Nobody asked questions about it.
I'm going to be pissed if fucking Ray McLeod gets released fucking week 6.
Is that why you think they cut him, to make room for him?
I feel make rooms for some of these guys.
Probably.
Something like that. Or honestly, I have no idea. It shocked me.
It took me by surprise when it happened, for sure. But I mean, hey, now I'm pretty sure they named Deontay Johnson as the starting punt returner, and then Anthony McFarland as the kick returner, which I am fucking, or maybe vice versa. Either way,
I was gonna say I think maybe what had to do with getting rid of Switzer is they've got including the fullback, they've got 5 running backs on their depth chart.
Yeah, that's true.
And that running back, McFarland, or who did you just say is going to be the
Ray McLeod?
He's going to be the returner?
No, McFarland is.
Yeah, which is, I'm assuming, they don't need Switzer to be a returner.
Yeah.
Nobody does because he's not good at it, but
yeah.
Just looking at these receivers, man, it looks pretty sick.
I can't fucking wait, dude. Deontay Johnson, Juju,
Chase Claypool, James Washington, Ray.
Ebron, I am pumped to see if he can produce, and I think he will. I mean, he's going to be a red zone threat like you wouldn't fucking believe.
Well, I was also going to say, on Saturday night, the Steelers released their 53-man roster. And that's what I don't get. They released it. I was looking through it, and I was yo, that's a solid-ass fucking team.
Well, Switzer was on it, wasn't he?
Yeah, dude. And Duck was the number 2 or number 3 quarterback. Well, he was in there. He was in the 3.
Yeah.
And
now it reads Josh Dobbs as the 3.
Which is, again, I talked about how wild some of this shit took me by surprise, dude. I understand cutting Duck, but then you're just going to sign back Josh Dobbs, who you released to keep Duck.
Yeah,
I mean, replacing him out, and then they signed him back, and then they fucking a day later, Duck is signed to the Steelers practice squad. It's why'd you have to cut him to put him there? You couldn't have just put him.
I think that's how it works. So to be able to put somebody on the practice squad, you have to cut them. I don't think you could just place them on the practice squad. Because I've never seen where they go, oh, we've
placed him
to the practice. It goes, Switzer's been cut but re-signed to the practice squad. Because I think it's a totally different contract then.
Yeah. I mean, I get but it was just it felt like they took too long to report that. It's everyone thought he was just gone and out of here.
I agree. I mean, who knows? Maybe some one or two other teams were oh, maybe we'll take Duck.
Yeah.
So, if you have a chance to sign a rocket engineer to your squad, I mean, you take that opportunity. He's the smartest man on the field.
Well, and that's That was my first thought, honestly, when they signed him back. I'm like, he's the smartest man in the league.
Yeah.
Of course you want him.
They saw him in the offseason hanging out with NASA, and they were like, whoa, we're going to need that guy back.
Well,
we
dude,
went in on that action.
The Kansas City Chiefs have a doctor on their team.
Who?
I don't remember his name.
Mahomes, doctor of touchdowns.
That's so stupid.
That was fucking stupid.
I don't remember his name, but there was like a thing on him because he was trying to get doctor on the back of his jersey and they wouldn't let him.
That's stupid. They should definitely let him.
Oh, I agree. I say fuck it. Dude, if he was able to become a doctor in the offseason and do all this other shit, like, that's pretty fucking
Deserve it. You earned it.
Yeah.
Anyway, Steelers also signed an old friend we all know.
Love him.
Maryland's fine.
Love him? Big
Love
fan?
him.
Sean Davis. Yeah.
He's part of the alert gang, bro.
Yeah, right. It definitely helps out at that safety position, though. I mean, like, a tremendous amount. Just tremendous.
I mean, yeah, the only safeties that are on their depth chart are Minka, Terrell Edmonds, and then Sean Davis is number 2 for both free safety and strong safety.
Well, there you go. Rightfully so.
I know that Sean Davis has not been great or was not great, but
What team was he on?
he was on the Washington football team.
Oh, you mean the
Dude,
same
you
one
got-
that cut Adrian Peterson?
Hey, do you think, I guess, did he get a signing bonus from the Washington football?
Yeah, he did. In the summer, I guess he got like a 2.5 or 2.4
Yeah.
something signing bonus that was all guaranteed.
Yeah, he got a little baggy.
And then he bounced.
Nice.
I love it.
So I'll spend a
yo,
year in Washington for 2.5.
I get it. Free money, baby. Free money.
Yeah, that's awesome. I like that.
Like
But-
that a lot.
So it's like, yeah, maybe we're a little weak at the safety position. But it's like, when I just read the names, Cam Hayward, Steph Tuitt, TJ Watt, Devin Bush, Vince Williams, Bud Dupree, Joe Hayden, Steve Nelson, Mike Hilton, it's going to be the number 1 defense.
Oh, he is down.
For sure, the AFC.
Well, when we did our fantasy draft, I was like, it must have been like round 6. And I was like, ooh, I'm going to take the Steelers defense early, fucking piss you two off, and also get the best defense in the league, make sure I secure that bag. I'm looking, they're not fucking there.
But-
I'm like, where the fuck did they go? McGrory took them like round 4.
Oh, I know. I saw that and I was like, you motherfucker. I was like, of course you
know.
fucking did.
Well, and I took him because
Because of
I
Lamar
knew that
Jackson,
you
like-
fuckers were going to try to get him. Like, I was
You
talking
took
with
Lamar Jackson with like his second pick.
Yeah.
What
you're
happened?
a crazy person.
Didn't you take Lamar Jackson with your like second pick?
Fuck no. It was Patrick Mahomes, and it was with my first pick, 4th overall.
Oh. I bet your running backs look really good, dude.
Joe Mixon, Leonard Fournette. And then,
So one of them doesn't have a team?
who's that?
Wait, did Leonard Fournette sign somewhere?
Yeah, the Bucks.
Just
like
the
3
Tampa
weeks
Bay
ago.
Buccaneers.
Oh,
So here's the question, though: is the Bucks' offensive line any good? Is he going to be any better for the Bucks than he was for the Jags?
probably not.
Probably, because he couldn't get any fucking worse.
I don't know. You definitely get worse in Jacksonville.
I think I saw that Leonard or Fournette and James
Leonard.
Conner have like the same stats over their
Also,
career.
James Conner, he's the number 1 running back for Steelers right now. Announced by Tomlin. I
Good.
know there's a lot of speculation about the running back by community, who's going to run the ball, who's going to be their guy.
Yeah. Well, of course he's number 1 for now until he fucking.
I mean, I was gonna say there shouldn't be any speculation. He's the number
Yeah.
1 running back in Pittsburgh. He has been for the last
4
he
years.
Spent 4 years in Pitt, or 8 years then, because he played 4 years at Pitt on Heinz Field.
That's a good point about Heinz Field there.
But yeah, really excited for the Steelers defense.
Fucking Zach Banner also announced starting right tackle. Love to see that.
I think that makes him eligible, right?
I think it does.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
tight.
Helps for sure. But dude, I mean, I'm just so excited for the Steelers to fucking play football. I'm super excited for Ben to be back. Super excited to see what the defense does. Just so much to look forward to. Young receiving core. A lot of running backs to see what happens here. It's going to be.
It's just, I mean, really quick, while we're on the topic, speaking of Steelers and the defense, happy birthday to Steel Curtain legend, Elsie Greenwood.
I'll drink to that, dude.
4-time Super Bowl champion, 6 Pro Bowls, 2-time first-team All-Pro, 6-time All-AFC. He's got the Super Bowl record for sacks, 5 single-game sacks. He had 4. And he's a Super Bowl silver anniversary team, whatever that means. It sounds sick.
How many times did he have a chick dump on his chest?
I would guess 0, but they probably didn't track that stat back when he
probably
played.
not a stat back then, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Also, I'd put the over/under at 2. Just because, when did he play? The 70s, 80s?
I was thinking, if anything, he'd be shitting on other QB's chest because he's sacking them all the time.
It's true,
Or
but
QBs shit themselves.
back in his day, dude, I mean, they were doing all sorts of crazy shit. Of course he was shitting on chests. Or somebody was shitting on chests.
Dude wore fucking rec specs. I don't know if you could see it, but dude was wearing goggles under his face mask. That's sick.
Pretty fucking sick, Chubbs.
So shout out to him.
Shout out to him. Did you see the talk? Everyone on Steelers Twitter. And here's what I dislike about Steelers Twitter is anytime somebody gets cut or is a free agent or is looking for a trade,
Sign him.
everyone on Steelers Twitter is like, we should sign him. We definitely could sign him. And it's like, number one, you don't understand how a salary cap works. Number two, we have no need for that player. However, I kind of can get behind this one.
Say Josh Rosen.
Yeah, I will.
hate it. I hate it.
Josh Rosen, cut from
That's
Miami.
fucking stupid.
He's not even good.
Has he been given a chance, though?
Paxton Lynch wasn't given a chance. Duck Hodges and Mason were given more of a chance, and Paxton Lynch, and both two shit quarterbacks.
This is coming from the guy who thinks Jameis Winston's going to be a Hall of Fame quarterback.
And a guy that thinks he can run a 4.7.
It always comes back to me running.
Was a great assault.
Always comes back to that. Why? Why is that?
Because you're ahead of yourself. I don't think Josh Rosen would do anything.
Would Josh Rosen be a better option as a backup quarterback than Mason Rudolph?
No.
You're shaking your head no.
He wouldn't be a better option than Josh Dobbs.
No. He's not better.
Really
I don't even think he'd be a better option than Paxton Lynch.
Nope.
Are they both first-round quarterbacks, right?
Yeah, I guess so, technically. Dude, Rosen was like the number 2 pick. I don't know.
So was Mitch Trubisky.
Dude, those picks mean nothing to me.
They should kind of mean a little something, especially given that he's been in the league for like 2 years and hasn't even had a chance to fucking play at all.
Paxton Lynch in 2017 was 66% from the field, 72 QBR, and Josh Rosen was a 52 QBR and a 53%.
Well, you always have to think about
1 touchdown to 2 touchdowns. They're both shit quarterbacks.
Well, you have to think about all the guys that are drafted in that first round.
Yeah, I do.
3-4 years later, where are they? What are they doing?
Wasn't Carson Wentz in that draft?
It's like 80% of them like either aren't on the team or they moved on, or they're like trying to make a team.
There was 1 year where there was like 4 just mediocre quarterbacks drafted.
I don't know why when I Google Josh Rosen, this is the second article to come up. And it says Jewish quarterback Josh Rosen signed by Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I don't know why the fact that he's Jewish has anything to do with it, but he just signed with the Bucs 8 hours ago or whatever today.
Really?
Yesterday.
Wow.
Oh, I guess I had stats Googled in there.
So I guess that kind of eliminates
Bucs
that whole
add Josh Rosen. Yeah, the third one 8 hours ago. Jewish quarterback.
Yeah. Why? I don't understand.
Yeah, and he's playing for his third team in 3 seasons.
Which, again, was he given a fair shake?
The Bucs' new practice squad passer led a historic comeback in 2017. Sick.
He could learn something from Brady.
He could learn something from Josh Dobbs. Go to space.
Go to space.
I don't know. I don't think that. I mean, Mason. I think he's ruined. Mason's ruined for Miles.
Dude, yeah, ever since he got fucking rocked like that, I think it ruined him.
Also,
Go ahead, Tap.
how funny was that article I sent you guys?
You're gonna have to be more specific.
Yeah, we chat a lot.
Oh, come on. The only one that matters. The one where the girl from The Bachelor dated Josh
Yeah,
Gad
bro. Yeah,
and
yeah.
Rudolph.
I did want to talk about that actually. That's some good fuck. Here's the tea, sis, and it's spilled. Yeah. What is it, Mason? And Dobbs?
No, her name's Hannah.
Yeah, no, right.
Yeah, so
her name's not Mason.
Hannah
Mason
dated
and
both
Hannah.
of them. Not Mason and Dobbs.
Isn't that like a comic strip?
No, it's something Calvin and Hobbes.
Mason and Dobbs.
Oh.
Well, it's about to be.
I love how you had to make sure we understood who was dating both of them.
Mason dated both of them, right?
Anyways, so yeah, what is it? The Bachelorette, some chick from The Bachelor or Bachelorette, Hannah,
Yeah.
dated both at one point, allegedly seen with both Mason and Dobbs on separate occasions, not together. It's not some freaky three-way shit they got going on. As far as I'm aware, I could be wrong, but separate
be sweet.
instances. That'd be way cooler. But yeah, the question remains: is one of them currently seeing her? Is this going to be a problem in the quarterback room? And did the Steelers know about it prior to signing Dobbs?
Well, I know Mason was stuck in quarantine with her at the beginning. Because I was like,
He was stuck in her during quarantine?
No, it sounds like she was stuck with him in quarantine, and then Dobbs stuck it to her.
I think Dobbs was before.
So I'm thinking, let's just hypothetically say right now that Dobbs is the guy that's with her. If you're her, do you leave him for Mason? Because he's the number 2 QB. It's like, you can't be with
He's
the
not the
number 3
smarter
QB.
one.
He's not going to see the field.
Sounds smarter one.
Yeah, I mean, after his next 6 years that he maybe has left in the NFL, what's he got going then? He's a fucking borderline genius. That's what he's got going for him.
When you type in Joshua Dobbs on Google, the first suggestion is NASA. Second thing is stats, which I never took stats, but
What's Mason Rudolph?
probably need it for NASA.
When you type Mason Rudolph, it's the first thing that comes up is Mason Rudolph knocked out.
Probably Myles Garrett, yeah. Mason Rudolph, stats, and then girlfriend, and then Myles Garrett.
I love it.
I love the way Google works.
As of April 30th, that's when Mason Rudolph and Hannah Ann were seen together.
Dude, she was like one of the last 3 on The Bachelor or something, or the last 2.
Interesting. Guess we'll see how it fucking shakes out in the QB room. But either way, football's right around the corner. We have the first NFL football game in 49 hours from now.
You have to count your fingers.
Didn't need my fingies for that one. Thank you.
Thursday.
Thursday.
Okay, so Dobbs was dating her back in March, and apparently things didn't work out between the two because Hannah confirmed in May that she was dating Steelers backup Mason Rudolph.
Wait a second. Wait a fucking
That's right, folks.
second.
We've got ourselves a full-blown love triangle in the Steel City.
Wait,
This
that
article
is
is
not any time in
from-
between.
USA Today.
Dude, you don't know how these kids date these days.
These kids date these days. Tapia hasn't been on a date with a new person besides his fiance, obviously, in 5 or 6 years, and he tells us this is how these kids are dating these days.
No, hey, I got a 23-year-old brother.
Yeah, it's true. You do.
Valid point. This article, though, on USA Today, written by Steven Ruiz, says, I have no horse in this race, but Rudolph is a better match for Hannah Ann, in my opinion, because Dobbs is a literal rocket scientist, and how do I put this nicely? during her time, she didn't come off like someone who would be very interested in such a daunting academic pursuit.
That's a good fucking point.
Dude, you know what? She probably thought anytime she spoke to Dobbs, he was just like lecturing her. It was like a professor to her.
You know, he
I mean-
really just ended this. He says Hannah, Ann, and Mason have a lot more in common. Anyway, like how both were second choices who disappointed when given a brief stint in the spotlight.
Who said that?
Stephen Ruiz, USA Today.
No, end it.
Mike drop on that ass. That's fucking because she was a finalist, not the winner. They both have, or they have a lot more in common anyway. Like how they're both second choices who disappointed when given a brief stint in the spotlight.
Wow.
That we need to get Stephen Ruiz on the podcast.
Who is he? Can we?
He's a writer for USA Today, I'm sure. The article was published September 6th at 2:23 p.m.
That's fucking hilarious.
I'm trying to find him on Instagram right now.
But he's not wrong though.
No,
Hit the nail on the head, really.
yeah. You start something off with how do I put this nicely? You could really say anything. Because it's like when you say something, no offense, but
Yeah, it's like no offense.
Wait, is it?
No offense, but you're kind of a fucking idiot.
just Google Mason Rudolph, Josh Dobbs.
Is it this guy?
Shit,
I can't see
don't
that.
know.
Oh shit.
Cannot see it. Anyways, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. But I was under the impression that maybe like Dobbs had dated her like a year ago or something. But the fact that he ended it
March
in
does
April,
feel like
or
a year
March.
ago.
Yeah, that's true. 6 months, half of it.
We've been in quarantine for that long.
Yeah, don't remind me.
You've been quarantining this whole time?
Fucking, you
Haven't left my
go.
room.
You
Wait,
go.
what am I supposed to Google to find this guy?
I'll fucking
Even
send you a
Ruiz.
link.
What was I saying?
Yeah, what are you saying, Ty?
I don't fucking know. Dating one in March to then dating the other in May. First of all, you had to pick. Well, I guess they weren't teammates at the time. So never mind.
Yeah, I mean, it sounded like she was
No-
like, I'm
no
going
one
to date your
would.
teammate.
Well, this is going back to
But she got things.
the girls again. You know, it's like, who's at fault here? Her or these guys? Like, what is Mason Rudolph doing going after Josh Dobbs' ex, dude?
That's
He should be focused on playing football and getting his brain right.
Get out of concussion protocol.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But to further this QB conversation, I would take Colin Kaepernick over Mason Rudolph, Duck Hodges, Paxton Lynch, and fucking Josh Rosen. And I say that because he was just added to EA
saw that.
Sports Madden 21 because it's got like a 0.3 rating because the game's horse shit. And I think that they think that this is going to help them out.
I'd like to see what he could do before I make that bold of a statement. He hasn't played a football game in like 4 years.
Yeah. It's pretty wild.
So, I mean,
But I saw what he can do, and I saw what Mason can do. I saw what Duck can do. I saw what Josh Rosen can do. I'd take Cap 10 out of 10 times.
you ever seen what D's nuts do, baby?
No, but I got CD Lamb on my team.
It's good for you. It's a good pickup.
CD's nuts. But,
Is
so,
that your team name?
no.
Should be.
Kaepernick is being added to the game, right, with an 81 overall rating.
Which confuses me.
Well, it will confuse you, but keep in mind, like, the whole rating system is fucked up because they got TJ Watt at like an 84 or something.
He's usually like a 93 or 94.
How does this? Yeah, he was the second best fucking defensive player in the league.
So 97.
Good point. It's fair.
Kaepernick's going to have a higher Madden rating than all of these quarterbacks. Kyler Murray, Baker
Josh
Mayfield,
Rosen.
Cam Newton, Ryan Tannehill, Josh Allen, Derek Carr, Teddy Bridgewater, Sam Darnold, Jared Goff, and Joe Burrow.
And Josh Rosen?
He's so bad that they didn't even mention him.
Dude, wow. Wow.
But bro, the biggest name that stands out, obviously Kyler Murray, but Cam Newton.
Baker Mayfield?
Cam Newton's not more than an 81 overall.
You can't tell me that Kyler Murray's not an 81 or better either, though.
No, that's what I just said. Yeah, Kyler and Cam are the two names that stand out for sure. All of those quarterbacks right there.
Say him again.
Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, Cam Newton, Ryan Tannehill, Josh Allen, Derek Carr, Teddy Bridgewater, Sam Darnold, Jared Goff, and your boy Joe Burrow.
Jared Goff is...
I think that's one of the quarterbacks I was thinking about from that draft.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but Jared Goff's a top 10 quarterback.
Yeah.
In the NFL?
Yeah. I mean, the Rams have played spectacular the last 5 years. Or
I would agree. I'd put him on
3 years.
On the lower end of 10, but yeah.
Yeah. Maybe at 10, maybe
Yeah.
12. We'll say top 12. But
I mean,
he certainly
just based
deserves
on-
it better than an 81.
Yes, definitely. And it's always hard with rookies like Joe Burrow. It's like he should be an 80.
Can you say that for certain, though?
I would say that he shouldn't be anything higher than that.
Right. I would say like
Yeah.
a 70.
Well, what is his actual rating?
I don't have access to that information.
Dude. Oh my god.
The worst. But yeah,
21
that
rating.
I've heard that game is just trash. So
Yeah, out
Who
of
fucking cares?
9,000 ratings on Google, it's got a 1.3 out of 5 stars.
whoa, dude, it's because it's the same fucking game year after year. They
No,
don't change
well,
anything.
no, it's way worse. Like I'm sure, because again, you only see the bad in things. People only post bad things. But all the videos I've seen, it's like you could throw the ball and I'll go to catch it, but it'll just sit on my head and I'll run with it to the end zone. Like it's not the same. It's so fucked up that you can't even play.
Broken.
Yeah.
That's the problem with all of the sports games. There's not enough. I mean, it's the same thing.
Well, like 2K is sick, but Madden, I've said it before. If I do a halfback toss towards the line or the sidelines and I run out of bounds, there's players that look like they're shaped like pears that don't have a name on their back, no uniform number. It's like, what the fuck is that? Like,
Yeah.
you have, again, it's the same game every year, which I'm cool with because, yeah, I don't want them to switch it up that much, but
At least make the graphics better.
Fix the little things. Like, all you have to do is put the defense on the sideline while the offense is in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it's tougher than
Easier
seems,
said than done. but-
because I'm stupid, but it's just something I'd like to see.
Yeah.
I don't disagree.
I would like to see it. Hey, do you have any trivia lined up for us?
Sure.
I know we didn't do it when we talked to Jordan, and I realized that, and I would like to.
Speaking of Jordan, before we dip into this, the Steelers announced their team captains, and Jordan Dangerfield was the special teams
I saw
captain.
that. Yeah.
And then you got Cam Hayward, Marquise Pouncey, Big Ben, and TJ. Pretty sick. Yeah, it's pretty decent.
Trivia. I fucking love this shit, dude.
Why?
It'd be a lot cooler if I knew any of the answers.
Who was named the MVP of Super Bowl XL in the Steelers' 21-10 win over the Seahawks?
James Harrison.
I don't know that there's ever been a defensive player named as the MVP in a Super Bowl.
Big Ben.
No.
Oh no, it was Antonio Holmes.
No, he wasn't on the team.
Wait. Didn't you say defensive player?
Heinz Ward.
Heinz Ward. No, I don't think I did.
No, he said I
He
don't
was
think
named
there's
the-
ever. He said I don't think there's ever been a defensive player named player.
Before that. I only picked James Harrison because I thought it said defensive player.
I could be wrong, but I don't think I said anything.
You
about
probably
that.
didn't if I were a betting man.
You should just work on your listening skills.
Yeah, no, I'm a big
Yeah.
fat idiot.
Bro, you probably did not.
Yeah. But I had a 98.5% chance that you did not.
What ballpark served as the Pirates' home venue from 1909 until 1970. So it was before Three Rivers Stadium.
The Polo Grounds.
No idea.
No, but it's you got the right idea, right era.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I would never know in a million years.
Forbes Field. It's pretty dope because it had
know that.
Yeah, it's because it had the lights on the inside of the outfield wall. So if you were running to catch a ball in the outfield, hit the warning track, and you're about to hit the fucking light.
Yeah, because that's real ball, dude.
Yeah, and I bet the pitchers hit then too.
When was the DH implemented?
1958.
Really?
I have no fucking clue.
I can't believe you fucking eat that.
Good. I mean, he answered so confidently.
What Steelers Hall of Famer was the Republican nominee in the 2006 race for governor of Pennsylvania?
Say it again. Read it again.
What Steelers Hall of Famer was the Republican nominee in the 2006 race for governor of Pennsylvania? Are you Googling it? You just hit the microphone, so whenever I say it, it just types it into your...
I got headphones in, so that wouldn't work. But I was Googling the DH thing. My guess...
This Steelers Hall of Famer was a wide receiver.
2006.
He's not a goose. He's not a goose, but he's a...
Lynn Swan. Yep.
Swan.
By the way, the DH, 1973.
I meant to say that. He must not have been listening again.
Yeah, I guess I missed that one too.
I'm sure I've asked this already, but I'm going to ask it again without a part of it to make it tougher. In 2004, what Pirates outfielder became the first foreign-born player to win NL Rookie of the Year?
Jason Bay.
What did you say, Tapia?
Clemente.
In 2004? Yeah?
Oh, he said 2004.
Should I speak louder or enunciate better or?
Dude,
I think it's us.
Long.
I think it's us.
It's you, bro. You get it boring halfway through.
It was Jason Bay.
That's what I fucking said, dude. You didn't even acknowledge it.
Well, I heard it, but this dude said Roberto Clemente. 2004.
I was stop paying attention like halfway through your question.
Unreal.
You're boring me, dude. Come on. Wrap it up.
2014, what Steelers rookie out of Clemson scored a 35-yard touchdown on his first career reception?
Martavis Bryant.
Done. What safety was inactive for 4 games that the Steelers played in Denver after a 2000 incident in which altitude played a role in forcing removal of his spleen and gallbladder? I remember this one for sure.
Like Taylor.
Well, he's just read the answer.
No, he was a CB. This guy was a safety.
2000?
No idea.
2007. I think he's an, and I mean that doesn't help because all former players are analysts. But
Ryan Clark.
Bingo. Beauty. Yeah, you guys won't know this one. What Hall of Fame Steelers linebacker was named to 8 straight Pro Bowls from 1973 to 1980?
Jack Lambert.
First name is correct. If you know another
Jack?
famous Steelers linebacker with the first name Jack.
Last name Mehoff.
No, it's what people normally eat on Christmas. I think.
Ham.
Yeah.
Jack Ham.
Sounds fucking delicious.
He was sick, dude. Him and Jack Lambert were like the same player. Although not officially retired, the number 59 has not been issued to a member of the Steelers since the retirement of what all-time great? Who wore 59 for the Steelers and retired, and the number's retired?
Mean Joe Green. I have no idea.
Jack Ham.
Wow.
Pretty wild, huh?
Pretty wild that we know none of these. All right, give me one or two more here. Let's see what I got.
What gimmick, originally conceived by broadcaster Myron Cope, made its Three Rivers debut on December 27th, 1975? Ty, turn around. Whose name is on that?
On what?
What's the only thing behind you?
Towel.
Myron Cope's official. Terrible towel.
Oh, yeah. I was like, gimmick. What do you mean by gimmick?
What yellow towel was introduced to Three
Yeah.
Rivers?
That's a good point. You like turn around like, why, dude?
You're like, what?
My hair?
And what was the home to the Pittsburgh Pirates between
Forbes Field.
Forbes Field and PNC Park?
Oh. The Polo Grounds.
I just fucking said it. Three Rivers Stadium.
Oh, yeah.
And this one's not on the cards. Can you name the Three Rivers?
The Allegheny. The Pittsburgh.
Nope.
The Pennsylvania.
Nope. The Ohio.
Yeah.
And the Monongahela.
Bless you.
It's Three Rivers.
It's a lot of rivers. We should go to the casino. Three Rivers Casino. Lose all my money that way. Cool. That's it, dude. We'll wrap this up. Episode 146. Check us out, Yinzertainment.com. Links to the podcast are on there and social media. At Yins Daily on the social. Check out the YouTube page. God damn it. Subscribe while you are there. That's all I have to say about that. Thank you again to Jordan for talking to us. Just a couple of schlubs.
Also, real quick, tomorrow, September 9th, Roberto Clemente Day, the White Sox and the Pirates are playing each other, and they're both going to be wearing number 21 on the back of their jerseys in honor of Roberto. And I think the MLB is also allowing any Puerto Rican-born player to also wear 21.
Nice.
So
It's a little fucked up, but nice.
retire 21. That's the goal. Just get 21 retired in all of the MLB.
Love it.
He was
Roberto
more of a
Clemente.
man than he was a ball player.
Have a catch tomorrow, dude, in honor of, or a beer. I assume
Or
he likes beer.
Just go to your local field, stand in the right field corner, up against the wall, and try to throw it home. Try to be like Roberto.
Then when the little leaguer who's practicing on that field tells you to get the fuck out of the way,
First of all,
Respect it.
why is that little leaguer not in school or virtual learning?
why wouldn't I be at work?
Because don't you go on these random walks every other day?
No. Nope.
You used to.
What happened?
Random walks.
You said you used to walk. You used to get some exercise.
Not
Yeah.
during
Stroll
the
around
day.
Only
At
at
night.
night? It's dangerous, dude.
Yeah,
Not
well,
night, dude.
Are you comfortable walking by yourself?
Not like night, dude, but not at night, you know?
Night.
Good night, Moon. 146. We'll be back next week, 147. No guests lined up as of yet, but that could change. Who knows? We'll see.
Hopefully we're going to have Steven Ruiz on.
Yeah. Let's hit up that guy. I'm going to do that now. Check you later.